Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we have an exciting tutorial lined up for you as we delve into the world top blur tool in Photoshop. Okay, so today we will cover various blur tool and how to use them effectively to enhance your photo and design. So before we start, we will use the image and I want to use this image with the blur tools. Okay, so Photoshop offers a range of blur tools. Each serves a unique purpose and you can find in the blur tool into the filter tab, and by using the blur you can now find there the several blur tool in there. Okay, so like we have the blur in the blur mode, box blur, Gaussian blur, lens blur, motion blur, radial blur, and more. Okay, so understanding what and how to use these tools is crucial for achieving the desired effect. Let's start with the Gaussian tools. Gaussian blur, so versatile tools for softening the blurring and images. So I'll show you with this one the selections, the Gaussian blur, and here you can now see it shows up with the previous. You can increase or decrease the redness in there. Now you can see it gives us the blur in this way, and now you can just show up this one, the specific, if you want to show up as a blur this way, and it can be give you the Gaussian blur in there. So here is the previous one. Now you can press and use the OK, and you can find this one. Okay, now let's move into the motion blur tools. So perfect for creating a sense of movements in your footage. I'll show you how to use a similar speed or add the dynamic effect. So here I want to use this one and go to the filter and let me choose the blur and use the motion blur in there. Now you can see it gives me the motion blur, and this is the motion like the curve moving here. You can change here the distance by using, and it can give you the this way. Okay, and you can also change if you want to use the different angles. You can easily use this one as a different one. So okay, here we have the previous by using, okay, now you can get this kind of motions. Okay, so for this now I'll just cancel it, and now we will move into the radial spur. The radial spur tools is a fantastic for adding a circular blur and also creating a focal point or a dynamic spine effect by using here. Let me use the radials in this one, and if I now just zoom in and use the best, and if I just use the 10, or I can just make the different one. Let me use this, or I can just use 10 here. Okay, so or I can just hit on the OK, and it's processing and it gives us the radial blur options into our image. So now you can see it gives us the radial. One is the kind of zooming, or this is the best one. Okay, so now I'll just undo this one, and then we will move into the smart filter. Did you know that you can also apply this blur effect as a smart filter? Okay, so this non-destructive approach will allow you to go back, fine-tune and blur tool or blur at any time. Okay, and also you can use from here, and let me use the smart blur in there. Now you can see it gives here the tree and there's salt in there. You can change and you can give the here and the red and this one, and it can give you the same edge. So what we are using, you can change the quality. It should be like the high quality mode, and you can change from the edge only to overlay the edge. So whatever you desire, so you can just use the edges only. If I use this one, okay, now let's see how it will come, and it can be give you the smart blur in your Photoshop. Okay, so So here we have got the results with the smart blur in our Photoshop. Okay, so and there you have it, our comprehensive guide to mastering blur tool in Photoshop. Experiment with these techniques, combine them, and unleash your creativity. Thank you for watching and join us today in the tutorial. So happy editing.